I built my rental portfolio while working a full-time job, and after my third deal, I made a decision to quit my six-figure engineering job. And today, I'm a full-time real estate broker that works with a lot of real estate investors, specifically rental property landlord. And these people are professional, maybe just like you. They are doctors, they are lawyers, they are CPA, they are successful business people and successful entrepreneur all over the country, United States. Talk about your New York, your California, your Maryland, your New Jersey, among other places, and some of them from Canada, United Kingdom, Nigeria, and also Zimbabwe. So I've worked with a lot of people just like you that are going through what you might be going through right now, and they did not flip any houses, they didn't do any wholesaling, and they did not work 80 hours on their property. So before I became a full-time rental property broker, I was just like most of my clients. I was grinding in my 9-to-5 job. I was dreaming about real estate investing, but I just don't know how to do it, who to talk to, or even how to start. It wasn't easy, but my first 3 rental property changed everything for me. And 2 years later, I walked away from my 6-figure W-2 job, not because I hated my job, but because real estate gave me freedom and clear path to build generational wealth in a non-complicated and less risky way. And fast forward till today, I now own over 30 rental units across Houston, and I've helped over 400 people just like yourself to do the same thing, that is to start and scale their rental portfolio while they are still keeping their full-time job, while they are keeping their career, or while they continue to grow their business if they are entrepreneur. One of them is Sandra. Sandra is a pediatrician from Katy, Texas. She was just so new. She was working a full-time job. She has 2 energetic kids and just didn't know where to start from. The only thing Sandra knew was that she was listening to all the negativity from people that doesn't even own real estate. What they were telling her, that is the only thing she's believing. Not until she get hold of me and we map out a strategy, and 3 months in, she closed on her first duplex in Houston, Texas. She now cash flow around $250 per month from that duplex. So let me walk you through the exact steps Sandra and dozens of others have taken, that they are still taking till today, and step by step I've also taken too, that can make your life easier and demystify all the negative things, all the uncertainties, or all the things that you are telling yourself that is not possible, so that you can see that it's actually possible if you are ready to take action. So here is what most people don't actually realize. 70% of landlords still have a full-time job. You don't need to quit your job to build wealth in real estate. All you need to do is to put a smart plan in place and follow a simple but proven system. And you also need to have someone by your side, like myself, that has done it and that has worked over 400 other people, professionals just like you, to have done the same thing. You want somebody that can show you how they have done it and how you can do it as well, without any fluff, without holding anything back, without any gatekeeping. The step number 1 is that you want to get clear on your strategy. The first things I tell every client or anybody that comes my way is that don't chase all the real estate investing strategy available. Forget flipping, skip wholesaling, and skip all these other complicated and risky real estate investment strategies. That's a whole other job that you probably don't want for yourself. We want to focus on buy and hold, rental property for long term, for medium term, or for short term, so that you can build wealth in a more realistic and in a less risky way. Because buying a rental property for long-term or medium-term purpose, they provide consistent monthly cash flow. They also give you this long-term equity growth because tenant is the one paying down your loan. Also, it gives you massive leverage using other people's money, like the bank, like the private money, like the hard money, like you can partner with people, among other ways that you can use other people's money. And above all, it also has a massive tax advantages. Buying rental property for long-term purpose is one of the best real estate investment strategy that you can use to maximize your tax deduction, your tax loopholes. Everything is packed into buying long-term rental property, not just fixing and flipping or wholesaling or doing all these complicated strategies. And this takes me to my step number 2, which is you want to leverage your W-2, your 9 to 5, your business that you are doing right now. You want to leverage that to start and scale your rental portfolio. Your job or your business is actually your biggest asset, if you're going to ask me, because your employer is your first and most valuable business partner you can everly ask for, especially at the beginning of your investment journey. Before I left my corporate engineering job of 6-figure, I actually make sure I qualify for a 5% down payment to buy my primary residence. I also qualify for a 15% conventional loan to buy my first rental property, and from there I was able to use the income from my job, from other sources, to buy my number 3. And after that number 3, that was when the light bulb went on, like, oh shoot, I can actually do more of this. And of course, I honorably resigned from my 6-figure job to do this full time, and to God be the glory, I've been able to build a 7-figure rental portfolio. Now, one thing I also did before quitting my job is that I started leveraging some private money, some hard money, to make sure I'm able to scale my rental portfolio. When I got to a comfortable place, that was when I decided to resign from my job. Of course, I became a full-time investor agent, and I continued to invest in rental property. And the good news is that this private money, this hard money, guys, even the banks, they love W-2 workers. They love people that have steady income because they see you as less risky. They see that you have a consistent source of income, which makes it less risky of an investment for them. And that takes me to my step number 3, which is you want to buy small multi-family like your duplex, triplexes, fourplexes. This is a go-to for most of my busy professionals I work with. They buy 2 to 4 units. Why would they do that? You may ask me. Because you can easily buy it for as little as 3.5% FHA. You can live in one of the units. You rent out the rest of the units. If you buy 4 units, you buy 4 units. You live in one side. You rent out the other 3 sides. The rent that you are collecting from all the other 3 sides plus the rent you are paying yourself can actually help you foot 100% of your mortgage payment, and in some cases you might be able to still keep some cash in your pocket if you do it the right way. Now, you remember Sandra I mentioned at the beginning, right? Sandra she actually bought a duplex in Houston, Texas. She used 5% down payment. She lived in one of the units. She rented out the other unit, and after all expenses, she's able to still keep around $250 in her pocket while she's working full-time. Again, this is another evidence that you do not need to quit your job to invest in real estate. Not everybody needs to be a full-time real estate investor, and most full-time real estate investors, they run it as a business, not as a hobby. And that takes me to the step number 4 you need to implement for you to successfully start or scale your rental portfolio is you need to automate your rental property management as early as possible. This will save you money, save you your sanity, and it will make you a professional rental property investor. I'm sure you don't need another job. You don't need another side hustle. You just need to implement the right system. I recommend from day one, before you even close on that property, you use any rental property management software of your choice. Personally, I use Hemlin.com to automate my rent and late fee collections. I also use it to automate my leasing renewal, my maintenance request, marketing my properties to qualify tenants, screening tenants and approving them. More importantly, tenant communication, I streamline that using rental property management software like Hemlin. Now, there's a bunch of them as well you can use. You can use apartment.com, you can use Avail, there is Buildium, there is Rent Ready, among other ones you can use, but for me personally, I use Hemlin.com. Now, if you still need to hire a property manager, you can definitely do that, but make sure you dial in your management option, management strategy before you even close on that property, because if you close on the property without clearly defining how you're going to manage the property, it might be too late for you to quickly get something going. And if you do this correctly, boom, you are now, free to focus more on your job, and you don't need to worry about any tenant or any toilet, because you have automated how you're going to manage your rental property and you can focus on your career. So if you're finding value in this video, please do me a favor. I want you to hit that subscribe button and click on that notification bell so that I can let you know the next time I have a new video. I drop a lot of information on this channel and I would not want you to miss out on the next video. And this takes me to the step number 5, which is you want to follow the 1 to 2 property per year game plan. This game plan simply say that put a measure in place, put a plan in place, put a strategy in place that will allow you to buy 1 or 2 rental property every single year. This is a strategy I've used for myself and I've recommended to multiple people. It simply means, again, you buy 1 to 2 rental property every year, and in the next 5 years, you know that you're going to have up to 10 rental property if you're buying duplexes every single year. So no need to rush, no need to pressure yourself on I need to scale to 50 doors in my second or third year. You just need to stay consistent with 1 to 2 rental property, and by year 5 you have up to 10 rental properties if you're buying duplexes every single year at a minimum. And this will allow you to have that passive income you're looking for. You start building equity, and you also have option to rather continue your 9 to 5 or to actually quit your job if you don't like what you're currently doing, but you don't want to pressure yourself to make a rush decision that you end up regretting. And as a matter of fact, most of my clients now make decent income from their rental portfolio because they have over 10 doors, and they still keep their 9 to 5 job, by the way, because now it's a choice, not by force. So if you're tired of information overload and you are tired of this analysis paralysis and you are ready to take serious action, I want to help you. I can help you start and scale your rental portfolio while you are working your full-time job. All you have to do is comment the word portfolio in the comment section below, and also schedule a call with me. You will see my Calendly link in the description below, and I will be able to dissect your goal, and we're going to put a plan together to strategize on how you can actually start acquiring 1 to 2 rental property every single year while you are keeping your full-time job. In the meantime, before you go, I want you to watch this next video where I break down where exactly you should be focusing to invest in Houston right now, and how my clients are actually cash flowing in a market most people overlook. So I don't want you to overlook it. You can watch the video here. Thank you so much again. If you have not joined the family, make sure you join the family. Make sure you share this video with anybody you think will benefit from it, and I will see you in the video. Thank you.